Hi, everyone. I hope this first week has been good. I had a chance to read through everyone's discussion post and appreciate people jumping in. I would caution some to make sure you take a look at the rubric for our discussion boards. This is one of our few discussions this semester, so please take time to be diligent. Make sure you answer all the questions in a thorough way. That said, I want to, first of all, thank folks for jumping in and telling us a little bit about your experiences, where you would like to grow, what you're expecting for this course. We will be doing a lot because this is one of your most important courses of your program. I would like to extend a invitation to meet. So I am going to propose an 11 a.m. meeting for Monday. I realize that not everybody will be able to make it, so I'll record that, but it will be a Q&A session, question and answers for what you'll be responsible for in this course. So as if you look through the syllabus, you're responsible to record yourself very early this semester. So if you're concerned about, hey, what do I do? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. What am I looking for? How do I arrange a meeting with another student? Let's talk about that. I like to hash out all the issues. I'd like to help, bridge the gap between you and maybe your peers so you can make this happen. You're not practicing on other people outside of the program at this point. You're practicing still on each other like you did with strategies and techniques. So 11 a.m. Monday, let's have a meeting. Another thing that I saw emerge through the, and I'll send an invitation out for that Zoom meeting here shortly. And so if you can't make it, don't worry, I will record it and then post it afterwards. That said, I noticed another theme kind of emerging, because I asked for it to, in the discussion board, which is in Practicum. And so several of you indicated a desire to continue your practicum at your place of employment. Under normal circumstances, that is discouraged. Under COVID-19, that is encouraged. Just frankly, to make sure you can get hours. The one big thing, and this is why it's cautioned, there are a couple of reasons why it's cautioned and discouraged under normal circumstances. Number one is if you're already employed somewhere, you kind of already know that agency and the population and the way things operate there. So we try to encourage diversity in practicum experience, not necessarily diversity in culture. And yes, that'd be good, but we really want you to have a varied practicum experience. In other words, folks that go like to an inpatient facility and then outpatient counseling or work with kids and work with adults, they get a good mix of experiences, making them more marketable as they go out and look for a job, but also, more importantly, helping them have better skill with people. And so of different different populations, and also being aware of different agencies, how they operate. The other, and I think just as big a concern, the other concern is making sure you have space that's separate from your job to do your practicum. In other words, you as a case manager, rehab specialist, cannot do that same duty and get practicum credit. You'll have to actually counsel people. You'll actually have to have experiences where you're not being a case manager, where you're not being a rehab specialist. You'll actually have to have experiences where you are practicing being a counselor. That can be tough if you've already got a job or role and you're trying to carve out hours. So you'll have to have really good boundaries with your agencies where you work. If you're going to do your practicum, and I anticipate a lot of you will do your practicum at your place of employment, you'll have to really make space and say, hey, this is my case manager hat over here. Now I'm being a counselor. And so a lot of times, for instance, the agency I used to work at, the folks that did their practicum through us, we would use pro bono clients because pro bono meaning they don't have the ability to pay, because under all the other contracts, all the other counselors wanted to counsel. I mean, it's like if somebody comes in and has insurance, the folks as an agency, you need to make sure that you can bill to keep your lights on, and also have qualified people work with that person with insurance. Not saying that people without insurance are any less important. I'm glad that Medicaid expanded in Oklahoma. That was one of the things that I was really fighting for and hopeful for, and we did that. So we'll see how that impacts the profession. I would say that that's going to make counseling jobs that much more needed as we move forward past COVID or even farther into COVID. So just be careful that when you're on site, in future semesters in the spring, that you set good boundaries with your work and that you're able to carve out a niche for you to get your practicum hours done. It's not overwhelming. It's 150 each semester for a total of 300. So this semester we're going to put some more skills in place, put some more tools in your toolbox to help you go out there and be successful, and know what you're doing and have some intentionality in what you're doing. So anyway, looking forward to our meeting tomorrow. I'll release this immediately, so if you need to try to carve out time, you can. If not, I'll record it and you can watch and then email with other questions. See ya and welcome to class.